Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video we are going to do a first impression on the Subculture palette. I wasn't sure if I wanted to even try out the Subculture palette after seeing, a lot of negativity going around on this palette. A lot of people who are even more talented than I am at makeup seem to have issues with it. But for some odd reason, I was like, I don't know. I can't form an opinion about it unless I try it for myself. And I really do love the colors in it, and I have nothing like it. So here we are, here it is. Let's do it. So this is the palette. I love the way it feels. It feels just like the Modern Renaissance palette. This color is absolutely beautiful. So these are the two palettes side by side. They are very handsome together, I do have to say. When the Modern Renaissance palette first came out, it was a go-to. I was obsessed. I used it every single day, and I still use it because I really love it. I've never had any issues with it. I never noticed any excessive fallout on my face or in the palette. So that really was never occurred to me. I haven't tried this one out, so I'm just gonna go into it like I would any eyeshadow, just testing it and making a beautiful eye look. At least I don't know what I'm doing yet, but hopefully it's beautiful. So that's what it looks like, and then you open it up. I really like those colors a lot. I feel like this is so fall. This is gonna be really pretty. And if this works out, I really wanna do some really cool fall looks with this. I'm excited. And it comes with a double-ended brush as well. I think we should just get into this video. Let me zoom you guys in a little bit more and let's get started. Just like my other videos in my day-to-day life, I do not really prime my eyelids. I just put my concealer or foundation and then set it. That's pretty much what I do, so that's what I'm going to continue to do in this video. With a very fluffy brush, I'm going to take the shade Dawn, which is like the nude color in here. I'm going to try to do this so you can focus. It does pick up quite a bit of product, and I don't know if you guys can see. So that's a lot of product. I'm going to tap it. Product does fall out, but whatever. And I'm just going to put this all over my lid. This shade is actually really pretty. It's the perfect transition, all over color. I'm not bringing it all the way to my brow bone, but this is gonna be a really nice blown out look. So far loving this color. I do have some fallout in my palette, but it's really not killing me quite yet. And that's what Dawn currently looks like in my palette. With a smaller blending brush, I'm gonna take the shade Roxy right here. I just tapped it a few times and we've got a lot of pigment already. I'm going to tap it out just a little, and I'm going to pop this into my crease. I'm just basically building up the colors and diffusing them on my lid. This is quite a unique shade. It's really pretty. It's a really soft peachy shade. I am barely touching the powder with my brushes. You need the tiniest amount. And this is what Roxy currently looks like after I've used it a few times. I'm going to go into the shade Fudge with another blending brush. I'm going to tap it very gently, super pigmented, tap off some of that powder. And this is going to go in my crease to darken it up a little bit, add some dimension. My goal is to make my crease look beautifully blended. I don't really care about my lids at the moment because I'm going to put something on top. So I just want to have a really pretty blend, which seems to be working out really nicely. I don't really have any issues with this so far. And this is what my Fudge looks like after a few uses. I want to take the shade New Wave, which is this yellowy color that I literally don't think I have any shadows like that. I'm going to tap it out a little bit, and this is going to go underneath my bottom lash line. This is what that shade looks like with a couple uses. I want to use as many colors as I possibly can. I kind of want to use the teals and this burgundy color, so I'm gonna try to fit as much as I can on my eye. I'm gonna take the color All Star, just a little bit of that, because these go a very long way. That did not have any fallout really. And I'm also going to pop this into my crease, just for the sake of trying out 100 colors. All Star didn't seem to have that much fallout, to be honest. And might I add, I actually have no fallout underneath my eyes yet, which is great. So here's where it gets a little bit scary. I'm gonna go in with, let's do the darkest one. Let's do Axis. I wanna put that on my lids. I'm gonna take that shade with a flat eyeshadow brush. I'm gonna use a paper towel this time for this shade just in case. I'm gonna plop it down like that and put this shade on my lid. Ooh. Oh wow. I'm literally doing this without a mirror because I can't hold it while I'm holding the paper towel. So I really hope I'm doing an even job. The paper towel doesn't seem to have a lot of fallout. It looks really cool. That's a really cool color. I'm gonna use one of the crease brushes to just really softly blend out the edges of axes. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other eye really quickly. And this is the after of axes. I want to take the shade Electric and pop that in the inner corners of my eyes. This shade doesn't really have any fallout, which is interesting, but my brush is coated. Let's do this. It's like a transformer shade. Ooh, oh wow, this is a really pretty color. I'm gonna add some more right in here. This is what the shade Electric looks like. This one doesn't really have any fallout. It's a very pigmented color. My brush was not even wet. I think I'm gonna take the shade Rowdy, which is the darkest color. I'm gonna take a very tiny amount of that. And this is gonna go on the more outer parts of my lower lash line to smoke it out. I'm gonna tap it out. I'm actually gonna bring Rowdy up and kind of place it on my lash line and a little bit in my crease area. Just gently tapping it in. Just like that. And I'm gonna use one of my blending brushes to very softly blend out the edges. And this is what the shade Rowdy looks like after I've used it. I definitely try to fit as many shadows as I can on my eyes. I think I'm only missing 5 colors. This one is so pretty and it's speaking to me, but I wanted to do something outside of the box, not the usual neutral eye, but I will swatch Adorn because I'm very intrigued. Oh, wow. I do think I'm gonna stop here with the eyeshadows and put some mascara on because I look like a peacock now. I totally forgot I wanted to put the shade Cube on my brow bone, so I'm just gonna take a little bit of that. Oh wow, it definitely comes off a lot more pink than I thought. Oh goodness, that is not what I expected. It's still pretty, but I thought it would at least be a little bit more of a pearly color. It's definitely a lot more pink. So this is the finished eye look. I really love how all the colors came out together. They're very complementary. I haven't done a look like this in a while, but I gotta say I'm definitely a fan and I'm definitely gonna use this palette again because I really do like it. I didn't have issues with any blending. All of them seem to blend really nicely together. I don't know, I really like it. I had no fallout on my face. I used a paper towel for the teal shade axis, but even my paper towel was pretty dang clean. I was very scared I would have a mess on my foundation, but I did not. I'm gonna quickly pop a lip on. This is the new Ofra and Nikkie Tutorials liquid lip in the shade Dutchess. I think it would look really, really cool. We have like very dark vampy eyes, and this is a really pretty plummy mauve. So let's do this. Ooh, it's my first time trying this, by the way. Oh, I like this color. I'm freaking obsessed with this lipstick. It's such a Jess shade and I think I'm gonna rock this a lot. I think it looks really, really cool with the eyes as well. Maybe some people might think it's too much, but I like it. It's a really cool vampy fall look. Like dip your toes into fall. We're almost there. But yeah, overall, I freaking love this look. I can't wait to take some pictures. I really like this palette. You guys saw me use it. I'm not sponsored. I'm not being paid. I bought this with my own money just because I was just really, really curious and I wanted to try it out for myself. I don't owe anyone any opinions or anything like that, so I don't want you guys thinking that. Now with all that said, the tutorial done and me loving this look and all of that, I have to wonder, did they change the formula because a lot of people were unhappy with it, or is it still the same formula? Like, I'm not quite sure. I bought this recently. It's not like I've had it since it first launched and never used it. So I don't know, did they or did they not? I've seen a lot of reviews on these and I didn't really experience what other people were experiencing, like with the fallout on the face, these colors not blending together, like the colors oxidizing on the lids, and the palette looking like a mess after they've used it. I dipped in very gently and I got enough pigment to do whatever I needed to do, and I had no issues with that. So I don't know, it just kind of leaves me to wonder if they changed the formula or not. But yeah, I'm really glad I like this palette. I'm definitely gonna keep it and create more looks with it because I really do like it. Let me know in the comments what your experience was, whether you got it when it first came out or you recently purchased it. I'm very curious to know if they did anything different with like maybe a new batch of palettes, or it's just the same palette as before. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. I hope you guys like the look I came up with. It's definitely very different. But as usual, don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Makeup by Jesi. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys!